go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Six guys, check 6 guys.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yo, go. Sneak rip.
On 1st and 10, Godwin almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Got it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down. Godwin. And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. My game. I smell. Yes. I smell fear in that offense. Now.
Back to the air on second down. Godwin. Open man right side is Ingram. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Godwin. And able to find Dorsett. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Tighten up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, I-7.
Operating from the gun. Godwin looking left side, and it's complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
On the ready. 61, matchbox, right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 6-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, orbit. Let's go. 6-6, pull it 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down. Godwin. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Evan Ingram there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Check 99. Check 31. Check 31.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
From the gun, Godwin. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Hey, echo. Hey, switch gears. Look at me. Go.
To throw again, Godwin. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw on 3rd down, Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, wahoo. Hey, Sam off. 2.
On first down, Godwin. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Bravo.
On first and 10, Godwin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 28 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, like.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jim. Watch the twist.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. Bearing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 68 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Godwin. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The final shot before break. Godwin, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Godwin. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing on 1st down. Godwin. Throw left side, complete. That's Grant. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This time, Jackson will throw it. Forced out to his left. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But, man, now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Godwin. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
Set, hut, 52 to Pittsburgh. Check, 52 to Mike. Hut, just up, wait, off the run, go, 36. Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll go again to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On third down, Swift. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 30 on second down, Jackson flush to his right, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, 30 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Look at the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Godwin, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Undercrush. Get it.
Off play action. Godwin. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go. Mike 8.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Hey, team 6.
On 4th down, Godwin. Dorsett's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hey, Haywood!
To throw on second down, Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Godwin. It's complete to Grant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, Orbit! Hey, Jack!
On first down, Godwin. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Delta.
Throwing again. Godwin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And now they have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From the 24, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking here for Smith downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Bang, 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 bang. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, lock it. Hey, echo.
Finds the mic.
Rip left.
Hey, exit. Here we get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Godwin. And that will be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Come get some. Here one. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, watch it.
Check 26.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Outlaw, 61, matchbox lights.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.